Hello. Before we begin, let me introduce myself. My name is Jennifer Juarez, and today I will be presenting to you Principle 10 of Mayer's Multimedia Learning, and it is called Personalization. Let's get started. You may be wondering, what is the personalization principle? The personalization principle states that people learn better from multimedia presentations when words are in a conversational style rather than a formal style. You want to make sure that the conversation is flowing like if you were speaking in a casual manner and not in a monotone and direct tone. Let me ask you a question. Do you feel engaged when a presenter is speaking in a direct formal voice as if they were reading off a textbook or directly from the slides? The short answer is no. Learners may feel a disconnect with the content being presented as they are overwhelmed by the amount of information. Oftentimes, learners won't be engaged in the material, especially if the presenter just keeps reading off the text word by word. When you speak to them in a conversational style, it makes the learning experience much more natural and therefore makes it easier to learn. You may be asking yourself, how can I integrate personalization in my presentation? The answer is quite simple, and let me show you some key points about the personalization principle. Number one, keep your language simple and casual. Don't use long and complicated text as it can interfere with how a learner comprehends information. Number two, address the learner personally. This means speaking in the first person, such as using the words you, I, we, us, etc. For example, in a formal setting, you could make the statement, exercising makes the heart race increase. To connect with the learners, you would make some minor changes to your statement. You would instead say, when we exercise, it makes our heart rate increase. Adding the words we and our builds that connection with that learner, as if you are speaking directly to them. Number three, use a human like voice. Don't present information with a robotic voice. You want the learner to feel that they are having a conversation with you. Lastly, number four, use on screen coaches as a guide throughout the learning process. These coaches can either be real characters or animations. However, they should have human like movements. This helps provide the feeling of being engaged in a conversation. So remember, don't speak at your learners, speak to your learners. Thank you and goodbye.